fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down, Trader. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And some room to roam now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. A give to Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Trader. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Eluding the pressure right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Trader. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? Coming up and making the big-time play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw is Stafford. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So we're leaving at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action, Stafford. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Second down, they go again with Henry. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards left on second down. Looking to throw. Trader. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Trader. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Leave it. So we got man. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Here we go, D.
Stafford looks to throw again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Stafford. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 3 down.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Trader. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Derrick Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing is Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Stafford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Trader. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 3rd and 2, Trader. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Stafford. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, go, go.
Easy.
He's coming. Check in. Record.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Bandit.
Hey, 5-0.
Mike 28.
Stafford. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it to Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they run with Harris off the option.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Badgley's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
What's the run? They're running it. Mike, 28.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Into the secondary past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try the left side. It's Harris, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Schrader. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trucks over him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Back to throw. Schrader. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Stafford. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.